Hey y'all, thanks for tuning into the Nintendo Drive. If you're hanging out with us on YouTube, be sure to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Or if you're getting cozy and listening to us on your podcast feed, make sure you're following and leaving us nice reviews. You can also support the show on Patreon and pick up some awesome merch. Links to those and more are in the description, but let's get the show started.
Hey, Donnie and Sean.
Hi, guys. Hi. Hello.
Hi, Ryan. Hi.
Hi, Ryan Turford. Carpool Gaming's Ryan Turford. Yes, we're saying hello.
Carpool Gaming Zone, Ryan Turford.
Yes.
Hi.
We're going to say hello to our own co-hosts more than anything, apparently.
Yeah, that's what we do. You know,
can you guys take the show away? I'm going to play Vampire Survivors. I'll see you later.
That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. You know, I should probably do the same thing, too. Who we should say hello to is returning special guest Miles of Amanda. Hi. Welcome back.
I didn't scare you the first time, and you let me back in, so thank you. Excited to be here.
It's you know, Sean didn't get a chance to hang out with you last time, so he demanded. True. Yeah, he's like, I gotta have Amanda on this week.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be on my best behavior. I won't make it all running focus, so I'll be good.
That's post show. That is post show. Heads up for the post show. We are going to be talking about a little bit of running. I did a thing a little while ago, and Amanda played a big part in it. And I wanted to jump off, and maybe a little tease. We'll pin it for the post show, of course. This will be our first pin of the evening. But I find it interesting because, like, I kind of feel like I shouldn't talk about it, and it's almost like outside of podcasting how I feel about video games. Like, maybe I shouldn't talk. Like, that's kind of. I don't know, nobody wants to talk about video games, and like I'm here, I'm like nobody wants to talk about fitness.
The inverse,
care of ourselves. Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
We need to stay settled and seated and still, playing Vampire Survivors and The Last Story on the Wii, of course. And Mario Run. My kids are loving Mario Run. If you ask them, A tier for the kiddos. Yeah, man.
Kiddos say A tier. I love that. You know, I had this idea in my head when it comes to The Last Story. What if every time you brought it up, we acted like we were hearing it for the first time? Like, like Mr. Burns, you know, like you'd be like he would see Homer Simpson. He's like, who is that guy, Smithers? Simpson, eh? You know, he's like, yeah, he like donated a kidney to you and saved your life. I'll remember that name. We should just act like that. The Last Story, eh?
Gift that keeps on giving, man. I'm still playing it, dude, but I mean that's not what people are here for, I don't think. But who knows? What do I know? We'll pin it.
We have a lot of housekeeping. Of housekeeping to get to real quick. So first of all, of course, we're stoked to have Miles of Amanda. Please show Amanda your love and support. Links are in the video description, the show notes. Her Twitch channel is amazing. We'll talk about that a little bit later as well. But I want to shout out MoSpankins, who joined us at the gold tier on Patreon. So big thanks to MoSpankins. Appreciate you. Nobody knows how to react to that.
You're doing great, Seth. You're doing great. Ignore Lachlan and I. You're doing awesome.
It's okay. Yeah. So big thanks to MoSpankins for joining in at the gold tier. We really appreciate you. We have also got some new merch to announce here on the Nintendo Drive tonight. Yes. Lachlan, you want to tell the folks about the merch?
We have merch.
Nice.
There you go. We do. It works.
It's nice.
It's flying off the shelf already.
Yeah, it's gonna fly off the shelf, clearly. But it's nice merch. It's nice.
Yeah.
First off, do you want me to talk about the newer one or like the replacement one?
Wherever you want to go.
Okay.
Follow your heart.
Yeah, I believe in you.
My heart is saying the replacement one first because that's less exciting. But so if y'all weren't aware, we've got carpoolgaming.com, which is a fourth wall merch store and some other things as well. And unfortunately, boo-hoo, one of the items, the zip-up hoodie, is no longer going to be a product that we can make or sell on the store. So we had to think on our feet and think of something. And we already have other style hoodies that have Bobby on it and Carpool Gaming. So to make it a little fancy.
Whoa.
We added a little logo and such on the long sleeve, on the sleeve.
I love that.
There's two different versions. There's one that says Carpool Gaming with Bobby on it. And then it has just the Bobby on the sleeve, and then the opposite, flip it and reverse it. You've got you've got Carpool Gaming on the sleeve and little Bobby on the chest over here. The chesticle, as we like to say.
That's what I would say, but you said it first. I'm glad you said it first. Now it's okay.
Now you got the green light.
Yeah.
We got that.
So those were replacements. And then we have a brand new 2 different type shirts.
2 of them.
Yes, 2 of them. And I don't want to get it wrong because
oh crap. Are they up right now? Can I pull this up? I didn't do the thing. Okay, I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna share the screen.
You could go to carpoolgaming.com right
Me?
now.
I can do it right now. This would be the second show you guys, somebody talks me into going to a website and buying a thing. I bought the Starfield Xbox wrap because Donnie told me to on the Xbox Drive last week. So maybe I'll buy a shirt. Let's just go. Let's go see what's going on over here at Carpool Gaming. Exactly. Oh, look at the buttons. You say I don't like it. I don't hate it.
Yeah. So on carpoolgaming.com, you can go over there right now, pick up some brand new merch, limited time through the end of September. There's a shirt that says I don't like it and a shirt that says I don't hate it. It's very good.
I don't hate it. I'm going to be a I don't hate it kind of person.
Yeah.
I'm one with I don't hate it. But look at all these colors. It comes with a blue and it's got like pink writing, or you can get a pink on pink. I think I'm going pink, you guys.
Yeah, I would go pink too.
The pink is pretty bright. And
pink
I wanted to go with like a darker pink so you could still see the font. And then green's my favorite color. What did you say, Sean, when I first sent this to you? Like some sort of gum branding?
Yeah, but what was that? What is it? Hubba Bubba Gum?
Yeah.
Bubblicious. Hubba
Bubba Gum. Bubble Gum. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. This looks like a t-shirt that you could chew, but don't chew it. Okay, just like the Switch cartridges, don't put this in your mouth. Just wear it. Just a normal shirt.
Okay.
Oh my god.
We don't endorse eating our products. This is not strange addictions, please.
It may be Tuesday, but don't chew these shirts. Okay?
Almost sounds like a reverse psychology thing that we're kind of doing. Like definitely don't chew these.
Don't eat them.
You don't want to do that.
Don't make these fly off the shelves because it's part of your diet. Like
that's right.
Don't
take a video of you chewing Carpool Gaming merch. Don't share it with all of your friends. Definitely do not do that.
Do not.
Don't go to carpoolgaming.com right now and buy both of those shirts. Live now through the end of September. So wanted to shout that out. They are live. Right meow, as Ryan would say.
Oh, Ryan wow. There it is.
Yes.
There it is.
So, yeah.
New things.
We
nicely
had that.
Job.
Nicely job.
Nicely job.
I also wanted to shout out a couple of things. So first of all, we got to give a lot of love to our good friend Robbie Bobby Miller, who just launched a whole podcast called The List with Robbie Bobby Miller, with the first episode, our very own Sean Capri.
I got to be on a podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so fun. I'm telling you, it's like one of the best ideas I've heard in such a long time. And we recorded it last night. It's live on feeds today. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple. It's going to be on Google maybe by the time people listen to this. Like, dude is crushing. He goes from like nothing to he's all over the World Wide Web. You can go to I don't even know where. You can go to World Wide Web, find it, download it. And we shared it earlier today. I was so excited to be on the show. And already people listening in, you know, the carpool community jumping in, supporting one of our own. And I love it. Dude, like there's nothing to be nervous about. Just start a new podcast, you know? And this idea is so great. I don't even want to give spoilers away. I was kind of spoiling it for these guys before we went live here. And it's like, just listen, just jump right in. It's super fun. Robbie Bobby Miller is one of the greatest people on planet Earth and just a really easy person to talk to. So go check it out. I'm sure we'll have links everywhere. He's one of our ultimate producers. So he's just been incredible.
Yeah.
And this idea, it's one of those, I'm mad. I said that this is the one part I'll give away that I said on the show. I'm mad that I didn't come up with it, but it has to live with him. The way he's going to take this is way bigger, way better than I ever could have imagined. And he's already like so far ahead. And he lives lists. Like I thought I like lists. He lives it, man. So go check it out. It's so fun. And it's like an hour and a bit. It's
Could
so
only
good.
be made by him. Yeah. We love Robbie Bobby Miller.
Does he
man.
go
So
over
good.
like where he stores these lists?
Oh yes. Oh
Okay.
yes.
That's all. That's what I want to know. I want to know the
Mhm.
organization here. I want to
Yes.
know what's
This
the
is for
planning.
all you, like, anybody who likes organizing things,
Mhm.
keeping track, of course, like it, because I was thinking like just top 10 stuff. Like his lists he goes beyond. If you think you know how to contain the idea of lists, you don't know how to contain it. It cannot be contained. It will not be contained. So listen to the podcast. It's amazing.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait to listen.
Who
I
knew?
Cannot wait.
Yeah,
Ah,
super fun.
You did the thing. Very proud of you, RBM.
Proud of
Very
you, man.
proud indeed.
Yes.
Well done. Okay. I think that's all the housekeeping we have.
Housekeeping.
Actually, quick shout out before we move on. Quick shout out to our good friend Drew Agnew from the House of Mario podcast, which Sean also appeared on.
I was on that
Fun.
show too. I got to be on another podcast.
So Sean was also over there. Sleepovers at the House of Mario. The new show is called. So yeah, support Drew, man. What a nice young man. We love him. Love him
We
very
really
much.
do. Yeah.
And if you don't have time to watch it on YouTube as well, like it at least just because of the thumbnail has Sean like so
It's pretty good.
excited on the front holding his your Switch Lite
Switch
My
light.
Switch Lite.
with a picture of you on the Switch Lite too.
It's a reflection of me. It's actually me looking at me on my monitor screen, and I realized that I'd kind of captured it just like perfect. And the
pretty
reaction
good.
you see is just, yeah, I'm such an idiot. You guys,
Just
like,
pure
what?
glee.
I'm a grown man. Like, what the hell? Oh my gosh,
I
I'm a
love it.
dad.
I'm working my way through that. I love that show. I love you. I love Drew. It's all great things, man. So yeah, Sean's been making the podcast tour this
And
week.
that's it. No more podcasts.
so-
If you thought I was going to be
I'm
on your
out.
show, absolutely. I'm just kidding. Just DM me. That's easy.
Anyways, with all that being said, let's talk about the video games we've been playing. Amanda, you're a special guest. What have you been playing, my friend?
Well, I actually have a lot of things to share that I've been playing. So on the stream, we're still playing Pikmin 4.
Let's go.
Don't want to talk about my Pikmin. We're still playing Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. And then I started that Dragon Quest, the newest one. I started the demo.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Beautiful, like cinematic cutscenes. I thought I was like watching a TV show or like a movie. Still trying to feel it out a little bit, but I did start that, and then I did play through the Sea of Stars demo, which I loved. So I will be playing that on stream this week.
Nice. I love that. So, is it Dragon Quest 11 that you played the demo of?
I don't know. I don't know Roman
Yeah.
numerals. Like my chat was spitting out 9, 10, 11. I'm like, which
It's
one
impossible
is
to
it?
know.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I was like, there's an X. Is it just like X, the website? Like, what is it? And they're just like, oh, it's one of these. I'm like, okay, fair. So I
Yeah.
think it's the latest and greatest. But it's
Yeah.
beautiful. I've never played any of them, and I was like, wow, this is like really pretty. So
Okay.
Mr.
Nice.
Pike in the chat with the assist. It
Oh.
was 9. It was 9. Thank you, Mr. Pike.
It was
Appreciate
I don't know if that's
It was
true
9.
though. I don't know.
No,
if
I
we
don't
can
think
trust
Yeah,
that-
when
that
when
can't
would
be
you? Yeah,
true.
is that even?
No.
That's not on Switch.
Yeah, that
Mr.
can't be
Pike.
true.
No.
Mr. Pike,
See?
spreading
You
misinformation.
Yep.
Mr.
See,
Pike.
I can't
Yeah.
trust any of them.
Now, I believe, if I could posit, I think it was probably XI, the exact inverse, which is, of course,
Yes.
11, because that
11.
makes perfect sense.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
add it when the letters are on the right hand side, but of the
No.
big number. But it's like, how do you even explain Roman
I
numerals?
need like
you
a
know,
math
like,
lesson.
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't like it. There's no 0, but then someone would argue that 0 isn't a real thing.
Can we compile, speaking of lists, can we compile a list of all, or just get one little clip from every episode of Sean asking a question that has to do with like colors? Now we're in Roman numerals. What is neon light? Like,
What is
there
0?
Even, yeah.
Is there even 0? It doesn't even make sense.
I want all of those captured into a video, and I just want it to be back to back, like Sean asking
Dig
exponential
through
questions.
the archives. Dig through
Honestly,
the archives.
I'm going to double down on that. I would appreciate that as well, because I think it would really explain just like who I am, like in a nutshell. You know, like don't discover later on. I'll just set the bar real low at the start. This is me. I don't understand the fabric of time or space or colors or like anything, man. So, and I think about it a lot, and it causes me to forget other things, or
Yeah.
maybe even be mindful enough to play a brand new game instead of the last story on the Wii.
2012's the last story.
The game sucks, dude. The game is not good. I'm almost done though, so there's that.
You're just charging through it at this point.
I'm literally like counting down the chapters as I'm going through, because it's like I'm at the final fifth of the game or so, like very, very close to the end. All reveals that I think are going to happen have happened. The betrayals, everything. It's like saw it coming. I literally had in my notes for you, Locklith, like I'm getting ready for the betrayal that I saw a million miles away coming, and then it happened. I was going to tell you that I'm waiting for it to happen, but it happened like shortly afterwards. Like the game. It's not very good, and the controls are not good. But you know what I will say, since you asked, Locklith specifically, I just really like playing with the Wii. Like I think that might be it. It's just so nostalgic. The controller and the nunchuck. I'm really liking it. The sound effects when you boot it up and go from Wii U mode to Wii mode, it's a good time. So in some cases, you might say I'm a real true Nintendo fan since I got my Wii U going, but I wouldn't say that.
Might.
One might.
Somebody might.
I don't know if you guys want to hear any more about the last story. I don't know if I have anything more to tell you at this stage, but it's still
Sounds
going.
like you've been on a journey with that.
Yeah.
Like an absolute journey. I feel like I've been like going on this trip. I'm like, I don't even know what this game is.
Come along. Yeah, neither do I. I don't think it knows either. I don't even have a dog.
Oh, no.
Don't get them on that. There have been other people who are playing it because you were playing it. Like they're hashtag influencer.
You're an influencer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hashtag influencer. Definitely. Yep. It's a weird game, you guys. It's very strange, but I'm almost done. And I almost got completely torn off of it, Seth, since you asked. But Vampire Survivors, I played it on Xbox, got a whole bunch of the way there. I am playing it so much that my kids have noticed. They're like, oh, you're like what? Lincoln literally said, he's like, you can play other games if you want to. He's like kind of encouraging me to try new things.
That's pretty good.
Like, dude, I know. Yeah. I'm aware. Because they look at like it's just a basic looking game. Like they don't really understand it. But I'm loving it, dude. Like I am hours and hours. I think I have more time into this than Tears of the Kingdom at this point.
Probably
very quick. Yeah. And I'm looking forward to Extra Life with you, my friend, and play co-op. Yes, that's all I'm thinking about, dude. Like,
I can't wait.
So good. Yeah.
It's gonna be
so
very good.
You guys can keep going with the show. I'll just keep playing over here on my Switch Lite. Dude. Oh, my Switch Lite has Joy-Con drift.
What?
And I would not have noticed unless like Vampire Survivors very like you just move, and so I'm kind of like pulling in one way, and all of a sudden it'll try to go the other way. Or I'll point up, and some weapons, if like a knife, as an example, you point in one direction, it'll just continue to fire in that direction. Except with Joy-Con drift, it just decides to shoot in the other direction. So obviously, with the light, you can't like dismantle. You can't swap out.
What do you do? Yeah,
I guess I got to throw it out and buy a new one.
That's how they get you. That's how you get to 120 million units sold, baby.
Yeah, just built-in planned obsolescence. But I gotta say, like I've been playing in bed, you guys. I never play in bed. That's a thing, and I just love the feel of this. I know it's not an OLED screen, but like this is the one. Come on, Reggie, give us more of this. Reggie Fils-Aimé, currently at Nintendo. Give us more. Give us more light.
You know what's funny? I sometimes forget about the Switch Lite, and like actually, it was a point that Drew Agnew made when I was on the sleepovers at the house, where he's like, "Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom has to work on a Switch Lite," and like I don't even think about that.
Yeah,
but it's true. Like it has to work on that kind of thing, and that's crazy to me. It's a great little system, man.
That's right, Shy. So, thank you, Shy Guy.
Thank you, Shy Guy.
Thank you, Shy Guy.
Come on in. That's right. I love that. Well, anything else you've been playing other than the last story in Vampire Survivors, Sean?
I don't think so. But if I'm being honest, like I'm oddly attached to the last story. It's very strange. I don't understand it. It's so bad.
Stockholm syndrome.
I just need to finish it. But yes, I think that's enough for me. I love the belly laughs from Locklith every once in a while.
The Stockholm syndrome. It's the Stockholm syndrome for me.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
What are you playing, Locklith? What's been going on?
Well, I played a little bit more Fall of Porcupine last week on Friday before I was out of town for the weekend. But this isn't Nintendo related, but news has developed. My husband asked me if I would play co-op Baldur's Gate 3 with him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or as I like to call it, Bald Guys Gate. And I am going to play.
Stop.
That's what I've been calling it. I was like,
Yes.
oh yeah, Bald Guys Gate, of course. So we're going to start playing that. It comes to like PlayStation 5 for us to play
This
in
week,
like
right?
3 days,
Yeah.
I think.
Mhm.
And so he's already got it ready to go so we can play. So I'm excited.
I
I'm
love
ready
that.
to spend 3 hours creating my character just like Sean.
I
Get Drellesh on the phone.
That. Yes.
Get Drellesh up on the Discord right now.
Looks like you're trying to bite the paladin.
Oh my gosh.
You don't have to if you don't want to, Sean.
Ryan Turford in the chat says, breaking news, Suikoden 1 and 2 HD remaster has been delayed to 2024. I had that in Fantasy League. We can't
So did
do
I.
this.
So I had it
Oh,
in the community league, I think. Or was that with
getting
your
hosed.
Is that
I'm getting
all in?
hosed, dude. It's in the
All
All
in.
In Nintendo
Oh.
Pals Fantasy League. I'm getting just completely
up.
hosed. It's getting to that point. If Mina the Hollower, if we don't get Mina the Hollower and Silk Song, we're done. Like we're meat. We're over.
Damn. It's
You
over,
know?
Seth says Ryan.
it's-
We got to
it's
get
bad.
Andros back on here. We could get Andros back on the show.
Yeah, it's bad.
guys
He'll
could
just
hash
come
it
and
out.
bully me the whole time. Yeah. Well, that's okay. What else? What else has been going on? Playing that Baldur's Gate.
Yep,
Playing
I'm gonna be talking about Bald Guys Gate from now on. It's gonna be
Yeah.
my new
Your new
thing.
personality.
My character will be bald. Maybe not. I don't know.
I love it. Okay.
So I'm excited. I don't know. And been playing Animal Crossing, but Fall of Porcupine is still a fave. It's definitely getting me more excited for fall, which I am completely ready for.
Yes. Is
I
it
know
getting cooler over there?
It has
is
a little
here.
bit. We got some
Yeah.
rain
Yes.
for the first time
Thank
in
God,
forever.
man. Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty rough over here.
not
with that,
quite like
so-
hell
How's the
anymore.
weather for you? Let's just get out of your systems, y'all. Just
I don't
tell
want
us about
to.
the weather. Okay.
Well, it's
No.
pretty. We had like wildfires here, so it was pretty rough. So it's not been very cash money down here, if I'm being
Damn.
honest. But we did get some rain, thankfully. So
Mhm.
we'll take that. Okay, well So I had actually a couple of questions related to the game that I've been playing, which is Sea of Stars. I'm happy to hear that you enjoyed the demo, Amanda. I'm looking forward. When are you streaming that? That's this week?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Which
Okay.
means I need to purchase the game because I haven't yet. But it's fine. It's fine. I also,
fine.
Locklith and I were chatting about Fae Farm. I'm like, oh,
Yes.
we're going to be lost in the sauce. But
Yes.
yes, I will be
Coming up.
streaming it tomorrow. I don't know. Does the demo transfer over to the
I don't
full
think
game?
so.
Does anybody know?
No, I don't think so. Because
Oh,
the
well.
demo kind of plops you in like randomly somewhere.
Oh,
like
yeah.
it doesn't start off at the beginning. So I will, yeah. So check out Amanda's stream, twitch.tv/Miles_of_Amanda, where she'll be streaming Sea of Stars. I streamed Sea of Stars a little bit on the All In channel last night. Had a lot of fun. I've put like 5 hours into it, and I had a couple questions in here related to Sea of Stars that the community left today here on Tuesday. First of all, Awesome Dave 1337 asked, now with Sea of Stars out, will that replace what is considered the best RPG on Switch, which we all know is Final Fantasy VIII? Which I guess this is a thing, the Final Fantasy VIII thing. I guess this is a thing.
It was bound to happen. You gave it long enough, and the Final Fantasy
Yeah.
VIII people were bound to come out of the
It's
woodwork.
become a thing. It's
Here they
become a
are.
thing. It's really good. I like Sea of Stars a lot. I don't know if I'm ready to say that it's the best RPG on Switch. All right.
Oh, sounds like a 2 out of 10. Seth
Sounds
Sturgill.
awful. Sounds like
Yep.
sounds like it's garbage. Ryan Turford says
Damn,
Final
Brian.
Fantasy VIII can burn in hell. Oh man, I love it.
Tell us how you really feel, man. Don't hold back.
Yeah, tell us how you really feel, Ryan. Special guest Ryan Turford. No, but I really like it, but I don't know that I don't know that I'm ready to consider it like an instant classic. I'm not far enough in. People are calling it a masterpiece. People are saying 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. I'm not ready to go that far yet. And I will say that, the intro is slow. I was actually struggling on stream last night because the opening of the game is so slow and dialogue heavy. I found myself kind of zoning out a little bit and kind of getting to the point. If something starts slow like that, it'll lose me. You know, like it'll, and it did pick up though, blessedly, it did pick up. You get into the battle system, which is really cool and deep and involved, and the pixel art is so beautiful. The music is like beautiful. That all that stuff is really great. But the intro to the story, as Rybo says in the chat, one can only sow for so long.
So blessed be thy game.
Yes.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, exactly. And Drellesh came in with a bit of a pointed question, you guys. So allow me to tackle this one.
What's up, Drellesh?
Drellesh says, who all is playing Sea of Stars? Sounds like me and Amanda will be playing it. Does incorrect English grammar take away from the enjoyment of playing a game? Do you have any examples? Should small grammar/translation errors be tolerated as we embrace cultural diversity in gaming? Sayonara and speak to you later.
Sayonara.
So what Drellesh is referencing here, there was a bit of a stink made online about Sea of Stars. Jason Schreier tweeted out about the localization, the grammatical errors that are present in the game. This is also true of The Messenger. Adam, yes, Sea of Stars is on Game Pass. It's also on PlayStation Plus. So you can just
play
play
by
it.
accident at this point.
Yeah.
Just stumble into
Probably
the
have. Oh, snap. Bumped into Sea of Stars.
Tripping over Sea of Stars over here.
What is that? Oh, what am I snapping at? Oh, Sea of Stars? What is this?
It's Sea of Stars. What? Yes, there are grammatical errors, you know, specifically commas, like just the not putting commas. Like, what's up? Where's is there a comma shortage? Like, and there are people out there, myself included, that get distracted by that. Like, I actually find that quite distracting. I actually, on my stream last night, I was kind of stumbling over the dialogue sometimes because.
Do you forget to breathe?
No, well, that happens, but
No commas.
Just passes
but,
out.
like, just
Try to get to the end of the sentence.
There's no commas. What am I gonna do? There's no commas.
Getting ready.
But
Deep breath.
But
into the belly.
Definitely, it definitely has those issues. And this is a French team. I think they might be based out of Montreal. English is not their first language. I get it. But and you know, and I also want to say that, like, nobody out there is like raising the green earth saying like this is the worst game of all time because because it has some grammatical errors. It's just distracting. It's like a little thing that is distracting. And I don't think it's an intolerance thing. I think it's if a game is going to be localized for an English language, you should spend money and pay a localization team. It's a small indie team, but look, it made like a ton of money on Kickstarter. You know, that's, yeah. Yon32 in the chat says, hire a proofreader. I'd do it. I'd do it too.
Me too.
You know, there are people whose entire job is to localize and, you know, and make things make sense in the English language, check for these kind of things. So yeah, like 27 people made this game, give them a break. I get it. But it's one of those things where it's like, you have to, you know, like if you're especially a high profile game like Sea of Stars, you couldn't have paid somebody to, you know, and again, this is not a game breaking thing.
I need to see some examples. I need to figure out what this is because I'm going to tell you this much.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Jason Schreier tweet had a comma before the word but, and I have a problem with that. The but is enough. That splits that sentence into two different things. Like, so if you're going to call it out, what is this? AP Styles in Chicago, and like what are we talking about here? You know, like what kind of styling are we talking about here?
It's
well,
one
I can't
of those,
wait to play this then, because I read all the dialogue on stream, so this is going to be hilarious. I cannot wait to be like, what? I'm going to be the one passing out. Not to kind of change subject really quick, but I played a game called Sunrise's Order, which was a demo that was sent to me by a very small studio called Mystic, I think, and they were made by a French team. And I was reading the dialogue on stream, and I was like, wait, is anybody else confused, or is it just me? And some of the things that were in the dialogue, I was like, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So I'm ready for this. I can't wait.
Well, again,
read it like Christopher Walken. Put in your own punctuation.
Sure.
Figure it out.
Like you can have fun with it. Like it's not like a problem. Like I think people are just making like I think the people that are offended by the people that are calling it out are actually making a bigger deal about it than the people that are calling it out. Like for me, I'm like, yeah, it's a little annoying. Like it's distracting. If you're somebody who reads, especially on stream, I was tripping over my words because a lot of it just didn't flow the way that human language does. You know what I mean? So like, it's a minor quibble in a game that I'm otherwise really loving, you know? And so, but anytime you come after one of these high profile things, all of a sudden people are like, you know, putting on their, white knight armor and going to bat for it. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's a little teeny tiny thing. Who cares? It's not that big of a deal. I still love the game. Get over it.
I challenge
you know
you
what I mean?
to read it like Matthew Perry from Friends.
Right. I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have any, like, I haven't, and again, this is such a minor issue to me that I'm not like screenshotting examples like Jason Schreier was, but like there have been times where I did have a couple of, you know, little issues with it. It's not a big deal, you know, and I don't think that it's a commentary on like the intolerance of English speaking countries being like, you must conform to, I don't think it's that either.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? So I just think people are making too much of it. And I just wanted to say that it's
gotta
like
knock it down a peg or two. It's obviously scoring way too high. A lot of attention. Just gotta like take it easy there, Sea of Stars. Your masterpiece in the making, your timeless classic that's in front of us. That grammar, not so much.
And by the way, I have read a lot of reviews on the game, and nobody has brought it up. Nobody, because it's not a big deal. And even the people like myself who do notice this kind of thing, like I would, if I were writing a review for the game, I wouldn't have mentioned it. You know what I mean? Like it's not a big deal.
Yeah,
so
here we are.
I don't know. It was a question was specifically asked about it, so you know I had to address that. All right. So, but otherwise, I wouldn't have. Just sit in the corner, Sean. It's
just
okay.
take a seat. Just take a seat.
Yeah.
I'll be over here.
So yeah, it's okay.
John 32 says to play it in French. I'll play it in French for everybody.
There you
I'll
go.
do my best.
Do you speak
I got
French?
No.
Do you? Oh, well, there you go.
No.
Let's do it that way.
I took Italian, so I can speak Italian, but I can't speak French. So
Are you fluent Italian?
very little.
Was my atelier very good for you?
Atelier.
Great.
Yeah.
It's perfect, she says.
It was perfect.
Well, anyways, I like Sea of Stars a lot. I'm looking
It
forward
looks
to playing
gorgeous,
more.
man. It looks
It's
really
great.
nice. Yeah, it looks good. And you always do a great job streaming, and the people can still go watch it up there at youtube.com/allendpodcast. I remember that from last time.
Aw.
You do a great job of it, man. And there, you had a little fun with your camera, and you're kind of like going around. You put yourself into the game. Like it was a great time. It was nice.
so dumb.
It was good to see.
Yeah, it was fun. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I've been playing Vampire Survivors 2.
Yes.
You know, like of course I feel like it's a little dark actually. I feel like you and I are like drug addicts over here. Like it's like the opposite of AA. Where like it's the opposite where we're just relishing in our addiction together. You know.
Yeah, like I lose hours at a time. And it's amazing because it's like there's never been a game before that shows so clearly how long you've been playing it, and yet you can lose track of time so quickly. Like the timer is right there. And you're well aware that this thing's gonna run out, like death is gonna come after you at 30 minutes, and still I feel like it's a compulsion. It's like I'm responsible for other things, but I should maybe just play maybe one more round and just see how far we can go.
Just go a little further. I could do it. It'll be all right.
I'm glad you get it though, Seth, and anybody who's played even a little bit of Vampire Survivors, you understand. Like it doesn't feel healthy. It feels wrong. It feels like you should be playing something else, but you can't help it. Like what is it about this game? But I guess it's the flashing lights and I don't know. I guess maybe that's it.
I do feel dirty. Like I do feel dirty when I play.
Me too. Yeah, like I should be playing the last story instead.
I'm gonna be like Walter White, like kicking down y'all's door to get Jesse out. You'll be playing that.
We're getting high on our own supply over here. Vampire Survivors. Yeah.
Me and Kristen Ritter are over here playing Vampire Survivors. Yeah. I love me some Kristen Ritter. Anyways.
She's great. Jessica Jones.
Yeah. Jessica Jones. Okay. Well, that's all I've been playing. Let's talk.
See you guys next week.
All right, bye everybody.
Yep,
That's
post show.
Real quick, we should mention a dedicated Super Mario Brothers Wonder Direct was announced earlier today. It is airing on the 31st, so Thursday for anybody keeping score.
Yes.
And
Thursday.
Thursday. For anybody keeping score, it's going to be at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. It's going to be about 15 minutes in length. That's all we know about it. Do y'all have any like thoughts of what you think we might see here? Or are you just kind of here for the party? What do you think?
I like to party.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Any predictions, Amanda? Any hot takes?
I just hope it looks pretty trippy. So I'm kind of hoping they keep it pretty trippy. Because I'm still kind of on the fence. I don't know if it's going to be a $60 or $70 game. So I'm kind of on the fence. But I'm like, if it's funky, I'm in. So I'm hoping they show more gameplay outside of what we've already seen. But I was kind of joking. I was like, it would kind of be funny if Charles Martinet was like hosting the direct. And just everybody else was out. Kind of like sad because he's not Mario for that game, but it would be kind of funny for him to just pop in and like do the whole direct. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping it's pretty trippy. I would love to see more of the powers and abilities that the others have. I know Mario turns into the elephant, but like, what does everybody else do?
Yeah, he does. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so
excited for it. I want to see one of those minutes, like a full minute, a conversation between one of those flowers and Mario.
Yes. Yep.
Like a full minute of
just sitting there chatting back and forth.
Yep. Just that.
So what do you think about life, Mario? Yeah. Like, just like hanging out.
Like maybe
it's our colors.
Maybe if you have it just sitting there, you're not moving him, like they'll have like a little convo. I think that'd be cute.
I really hope that happens now.
Yeah. Because they talked, they made it like a huge deal, like they mentioned it. Like I feel like there's gotta be something special there.
I am really curious because we know that we have that separate communication coming, the video with Charles Martinet and ScheiGuy, like this like nice send-off video that's supposed to be coming. Like, is that going to be a part of this?
Oh no!
Is that, just slide that in there.
Like, is that going to be a part of this direct, or is that going to be a separate thing? And if it is, shouldn't it happen before? Doesn't it feel a little weird? If we don't get this video or whatever before the direct, doesn't that feel a little, doesn't that put a little bit of a bad taste in your mouth? Like we just, like, it's almost like we just, you know, got dumped or something.
Aww.
And now like we're going to like the rebound game or something.
That's why I'm proposing that he commentates the whole thing. He puts it all together.
Yeah.
Forget everybody else. He's like, this is my show. My show.
I'd like that. Yeah.
I'm good with a rebound.
I don't know. Yeah. Okay.
In this case, in this scenario specifically, as you laid it out.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like there's got to be something. Like it's got to be some kind of. I can't imagine they don't either release that separately ahead of it or work it into the direct. Maybe that's why they worked it into the direct. Like maybe that's why they're having a direct. Is because they wanted to give it, you know, its own kind of like proper space.
They're just trying to take away from the other games coming out this week. They're like, you know what, Mario's going to come out the day that everybody else is thinking about Starfield and Bald Man's Gate and whatever else is happening.
Yeah.
They're just being a little evil about it. It's 15 minutes. Like, what are they? I mean, I feel like what else could they show us in a Mario game? Like, I mean, they could stretch out anything. But I saw Cheesy point this out. Our good friend Cheesy said something that I had mentioned when we first saw Elephant Mario. And I'll repeat it here again. Amiibo Elephant Mario or we riot. I want it. I'll buy 6. I'll buy a whole pack of them. Give me the whole, like, maybe he turns into other animals as well. Give me the whole pack of Animal Mario. I cannot wait. But that's kind of what I'm hoping for, Seth. Like, that's, is that too much to ask for, do you think? Like, I just want, like, let me spend more money on this thing. It's going to be whatever, $70. Yep, you got me for 70. Give me a variety of Amiibo. You got me for all of those. Give me a new Switch Lite. You got me for that too, man. Lincoln's the kid who behaves, so we can like get rid of the other one. You know what I mean? Like,
don't have that out there. Don't put that recorded.
I'm just kidding, Ellie, you sweetheart. Right. Oh man.
For future Ellie when she's like a teenager digging all this up, you know.
I'm gonna save this in the archives for that moment.
You know what? Ellie, you know what you did.
Go, you remember August 29th, 2023.
Exactly. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think that I think that's what the purpose of this is. They're gonna show like they're gonna show like some new stuff from the game, sure, but I do think it's like, here's the Amiibo, here's the Pro controller, Here's like the OLED bundle, you know what I mean? Like, you know, because that's the reason you do something like this. You want to have your retail partners a good heads up. People can go and pre-order it. The game's out in less than 2 months now. So I think that's why they're doing this when they're doing this. Because a lot of people are like, you know, we're almost certainly going to get a September Direct. They've done one every year for the past like 10 years. In theory, we're going to get a big old general Direct within the next like 2 weeks, probably. And it's like this, I guess, isn't going to be there because it's getting a dedicated Direct. So I think it's going to be because of merchandise and things like that. So we'll see. It'll be interesting. We did have a question from Presto the Magnificent.
What's up, Presto?
Presto said, do you think this Direct will show off any new playable characters? And do you think there's any chance of them announcing the new voices for Mario and Friends during the Direct? They already said, like, you got to beat the game and watch the credits.
Wait for the credits.
So, I don't think so.
Imagine being, like, the replacements. Like, doesn't that seem like, oh.
Yeah.
That's
It
probably
really-
why they say, like, wait for the credits, you know, like, instead of, like, here's the new person. Like, don't you love them? Like,
it would, yeah.
it's an impossible space to walk into. You know, like, imagine being that, whoever that is. They go, like, yeah, it's me. Yahoo.
Wahoo.
Wahoo.
It's me. Let's go.
Unsure.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna show that. New playable characters though.
Yeah, intriguing.
That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting. Because so far we've seen Yoshi, Toad, Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Daisy. Right? I think that's it.
No Rosalina.
No Rosalina, no Pauline.
Or
God forbid.
Penelope.
No
Penelope. Come on.
Yeah, no Penelope. So I don't know. It'd be interesting. Yeah, what if Wario and Waluigi are in the game?
What if
By the
Donkey
way,
Kong's in the game? Bring Diddy Kong up in here.
Maybe, who knows? There was somebody noticed that on the ESRB rating for it mentions in-game purchases, which is very intriguing. There has not been Mario games have had DLC before, but there's not been one with in-game purchases. So what the hell does that mean?
Mario
You know what
Maker.
I mean?
Give me Mario Maker Wonder. Give me that kind of.
Yeah.
Actually, does that make sense to do it in there? Maybe the other way around.
sick. I
Add
would
Wonder
love
to
that.
Mario Maker 2. That'd be neat. All kinds of crazy stuff.
Babar is just one, like, the base thing that you can get, and there's others.
You evolve into a bigger elephant.
Or like a different animal, maybe. Yeah, a bigger elephant.
A giraffe. Yeah.
A whale.
Just the neck extends like off of the screen. That'd be cool. Yeah, I hope so. I'm just excited for the game. I can't wait.
Same. Yeah, they
Cannot
kind of can't screw it up. 15 minutes. I feel like it's just give us all the hype. And yeah, actually, I would like to learn more about that. That was a good catch. Was that Game Explain? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Game Explain
Yeah, that's where I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good catch. So again, take all my money. It's all good. I feel bad about the Ellie comment. If I'm being honest with you, like there's sometimes we kind of just go on. I just want to backpedal that part. So
It's okay.
Kind of feel bad. I was just kind of
That's all right.
rambling. Sometimes
That's all right.
This clip is too far in the future from the previous clip now.
I know.
Well, this is also implying that at some point in the future, Ellie is going to care to listen to however much of this podcast has already been recorded. She would have to
maybe
be...
if something awful happens to me, maybe she will. She'd be like, "Oh, I want to go look at old clips of Dad," and here I am just trash talking her.
It's okay.
So hopefully nothing terrible happens to me. You know.
Ryan says, "What if they reveal you can play as Topanga? Topanga from Boy Meets World, of course.
The best.
Yes, Topanga.
Yeah. That'd be great. That'd be great. So, anyways, that's happening on the 31st, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. Be excited. We might talk about it next week on the show if it's cool. We'll see.
They keep doing these with 2 days notice. I can't do anything. I'm at work at this time.
Yo,
I'm
2 days is a lot of notice.
I mean, that is a lot. It's 48 full hours.
Look,
so I guess I should. You know what? Pardon me.
Oh, Sean, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Like we're eating well right
You're
now.
right. You're right. My bad. Let me walk
2
that back
days.
as well.
Ooh,
my apologies, Nintendo, and my daughter. Ellie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 2 days. We got plenty of time. 2 days. Okay. Do we want to hit some miscellaneous questions, or do we want to talk about some NES games? What do y'all want to do?
Miscellaneous. We're pinning the real reason we're here.
Well, we do that. It do be like that. Okay. Well, in that case, you know what?
Said
There's actually we do. We do that. There was actually a question specifically for Amanda that came in this week from the one and only Drellesh, who says, question for Miles of Amanda, what is your history with RPGs? Have you ever played some? If so, what stands out for you and when did you get started?
That's a loaded multiple question.
That's
Yeah,
a
I think
Drellesh
he pared
question.
it
That's
down.
a lot of questions within a question.
I think he had 3 questions. He got it down
Classic
to 1.
Drellesh move.
Yeah.
Classic move.
He does
Merge.
it.
Oh boy, and I don't think I have a great answer because I think that I haven't really explored too many RPGs until now. I played Pokemon forever, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. It's not Nintendo, like on a Nintendo system, but I used to play like Kingdom Hearts.
Let's go.
So like, I don't have too much of a background. I mean, I don't know. I guess Zelda falls into that category too. But when did I start? I don't know. I'm just gonna say now. We're starting now. We're really
There you
getting
go.
into it with Dragon Quest and Sea of Stars. It's starting now.
I love that.
I'm sorry. I don't feel like that's a good answer, but I've always been kind of into like the cozy farming stuff. So it's like, well, I didn't really get into too much of like RPG stuff until I started streaming and exploring different genres. So right now is when I started.
love that. Yeah. Well, that's going to be, I think, a valuable perspective, though, because, Sea of Stars is like, oh, we're all like, fans of like Chrono Trigger and Mario and Luigi and Golden Sun and stuff like this, which that game is kind of influenced by. But you coming in with like bringing in none of that and still enjoying the game, I think is a valuable perspective. So,
And if I may quote Timbaland, it's where they say it's too late to apologize. In this case, it's never too late.
I love that.
To start your RPG journey. I think Ryan would agree.
wow.
He would say the
very
same
good.
thing, actually.
Mhm.
I think
Isn't
I've
that-
heard him say that.
I'm sorry, isn't that One Republic featuring Timbaland?
I
Isn't
mean,
that what that actually
he's
is?
the only one I cared about in that, so.
Okay. Wow. Shots fired, I'm sure. Like 15 years later on their mountain of cash, I'm sure they're very upset about that.
Yeah, I'm sure they care a lot.
They're going to tweet at you later. They're coming after
Yeah.
you.
I love it.
Hit me up on Threads
On Threads.
if you're man enough.
Okay, well, if you're man enough, Timbaland.
Yeah.
All right, what else do we got here? What's going on? I see you clicking around in there, Locklith. Where do you want to go?
Yawn32 had a question.
What's up,
Jan?
Jan?
Welcome, Yawn. Hello. We like you here. What is the best Nintendo themed gift you ever received for a special occasion?
Can we just like validate all of our community members when they ask? We like you here.
We like
By the
you
way,
here.
We like you.
Yeah,
You're
we like you
welcome.
here.
Mhm.
Yep.
I love, by the way, I noticed that Amanda on your streams when Yawn32 comes in, you call him Yanni. I love that.
Yanni,
I-
because in
I love
Pikmin,
it.
there's a character who goes by the name of Yanni.
That's
and you
true.
guys called him Jan, so I assigned him Yanni. So he's Yanni
love
and
it.
Jan 32. It's
I
funny
love it.
because my
Well-
brother's name is John, and we also call him Jan. So I'm like, oh,
For real?
Seriously?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What is this world, man? What are
so
the chances?
serendipitous,
That's
man.
awesome.
How crazy
yeah.
is that? Okay, well, best Nintendo themed gift.
All
you
because
ever
of court
received.
saying Jonas
All
wrong.
because- Isn't it crazy, those little things?
I bet you forgot
Yeah.
about that. I bet most people have. Like, why are they doing the Yarden, Jonathan Brown thing?
Yeah, that's how Mart started too.
Mhm.
Just a typo.
Just a typo.
Yeah,
His fate was set.
just a typo. And then Godfrey, he's posting the Nintendo Drive on Twitter today. Said we were going to talk about Charles Martinet. I was like, buddy, that was last week. So it's just poor
He loves
Court.
talking about
We got
Mart.
lots going
that's all.
on. We got
We
got
love
a lot
him.
going
We
on.
love him.
Yeah.
We love him. Okay, best Nintendo themed gift you ever received. What do you think? Where do you guys go with this one?
I got a 3DS from my girlfriend who became my wife. Chelsea got
My
me
wife.
my wife got me a 3DS. So I'm like, I guess we should get married now. That was it. My first 3DS was the little tiny one, and Mario Kart 7. Like, she got me into it. She used to work at Nintendo at the time. Like, so she was getting all the DS stuff
Whoa,
and everything.
really?
Yeah, like one of those like she would do like the demo things at Best Buy.
Oh, she was like
and
the
things.
PR rep.
Yeah, like she kind of go around and like work for 2-3 hours or whatever and kind of show off the games and whatnot. So they used to like send her all this stuff. And I've been podcasting about Nintendo for the better part of a decade, and I don't get a damn thing. But anyways, the gift was very sweet because I didn't know I wanted a 3DS at the time. Like, this was a long time ago, and I was a grown person, thought I was beyond the Nintendo DS kind of thing, and then I just spent countless hours with Mario Kart 7, and everything was different from then on out. So shout out to Chelsea.
Shout out to Chelsea. That's really cool.
We like you around here.
Yeah,
we like you around here. Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be your wedding vows. Anybody listening? Nintendo
the wedding
gifts.
that happened like 9 years ago.
Yeah. We like you around here.
Yep.
What do you think, Locklith, Amanda? Where do y'all go with this?
I have it physically. I brought it
Oh.
to show. I don't know if it counts
Ooh.
Locklith. I think you'll really appreciate it, but I have to hide the logo.
Okay.
But I got the Animal Crossing shoes. That's upside down.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whoa.
So it came in like this really pretty. Let me see if I can get it open.
Why do you have to
I
hide
saved
the logo?
That's
everything.
sick.
Because I don't work there. I
Oh.
work for a competitor. I gotta hide these things. Someone's gonna watch this and
We don't
come
like
back
them.
and be like, "Hey."
Yeah.
But
It
it's
couldn't
got,
be
like,
worse
really
than what I
cute-
said about my own daughter.
it's got-
We still
I think
talking
you're
about
Those
it?
are sick. What?
Yeah.
Super
Whoa.
cute.
Yeah,
It
they're
was a
like
gift to myself. Ooh,
they're like suede, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I
the
love
shoe,
that.
like the extra laces came in a little bell bag. You can't see 'cause
Oh
lights.
my
The detail.
god.
It's super cute.
Look at
so I bought
even,
these
like,
for
the paper
myself.
wrap and everything is like
Yeah,
got a nice
this is a
pattern on it.
mess.
Like, yeah, don't
love
mess
the
it up.
color.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
What are the Timmy and Tommy and Tom Nook saying in there? I see a
Oh,
little
no,
dialogue
same.
box.
It says,
Like a diorama.
"Today
kind
is
of
the
thing.
first day of your new life on this pristine, lovely island. So congratulations."
Aw.
That's what they say in the game.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Cute.
so cool, man.
So let me
I
see
love
if I
that.
can pull. They're super cute.
I love that colorway.
So I got
That
Yeah.
white and
things.
yeah.
The
Bottom
pastel.
is cute. They don't really fit me, which is kind of sad. So I mean, I obviously can't wear them anyway, really in public, but they don't really fit like they
Just around the
should.
house.
So it's fine. I just keep them here. But when they came out, I couldn't believe it. I think Puma does a lot of licensing stuff like that, but
Yeah.
I was online the minute they went live, and I was like, well, "You're getting these shoes."
Wow.
They also
Oh.
had like a skater type shoe, which is a little bit more low profile, but I had to get them. So I think they came out around ish my birthday. So I was like, happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to shoes I can't wear.
Yeah. I wear them around the house. I'm like, I love these shoes so much.
You need to get like a display case for them or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
I've been thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Add to your background or something. Start up the background. There you go.
I
Yeah. Yeah,
I
put them on a
looked
little
at
yeah.
Like a Japanese screen that I think I'm going
Mm.
to put behind to divide the room because it's just my dining
Mhm.
room. And then I could put a little shelf and put them on the shelf.
That'd
Blur
be
out
like
the
it.
logo. No one will
you go.
know.
There you go.
Yeah, just put a big old white sticker over it and you'll be good.
They're like, no, it's fine. It's no one. It's good.
Shoe Sharpie. Yep.
Yeah, why not?
Duct tape. Oh my gosh.
Where do you go with this, Locklith? Nintendo
Uh,
themed gift?
The first thing I thought of was just because I still have them, like my Game Boys, like my
Mhm.
initial Game Boy, and then my teal, like Game Boy Color that I have. And then specifically, like the case that I had it in. Like, I wish I would have been prepared and like had something to show like Amanda was tonight, because it's just in the front room. I'll bring it for next week maybe if I can remember, but it's a Pikachu case for my Game Boy. I might have to blur out or like cover up my last name that's on there because my mom,
Oh, sure.
it's that whole like, if you take it to someone's house, we need to know this is ours. I'm like, who else has a Pikachu case for their Game Boy, Mom? But it's those things that I still have that were gifts from my parents, and yeah, it's not
That's
necessary.
awesome.
It is Nintendo, I guess. I think of
course.
Pokemon first, but yeah, that was my go-to one. I'm glad I still have them. Is all.
That's awesome. Yeah, my head goes to something similar. For me, it was definitely the N64. When I got the N64, that was really meaningful to me because I find Nintendo 64.
I'm trying to keep it to myself.
Oh my god, it's still one of the great videos of all time. So good. That was how it was though, because like like that was a meaningful moment for me because I used to have to share all of my gaming stuff with my sister. Like the Super Nintendo, I had to share it. The N64 was mine. I still shared it because I was a good boy or whatever. But like, the N64 is mine. And you know what? I gotta say it, and I'm gonna catch heat for this, but shoutouts to Superman 64. I loved that game when I was a kid. Everybody says it's like the worst game of all time. I loved it. It let me just fly around to Superman, and that was good enough for me, dude. I got to be Superman, and it's like I'm just zooming around in this foggy little city, flying around, and it was great. Yeah, you're flying around the whole time. You like fly into the enemies to hurt them. It's so bad, but I loved it. Like it just. I've always wanted to fly. Like I'll have dreams where like I start flying and stuff. I've always loved flight. So getting to play Superman and flying around, it was like I loved it, man. So yeah.
Just to those audio listeners, if you don't watch the show on YouTube, you're missing out on a lot.
Yeah.
Especially tonight.
It's a different experience. Yeah. So that was mine.
Good question. Who asked that question?
Jan.
Jan, thank you. Jan, we like you around here, Jan.
Yeah.
Thank you for
we like you around here, Jan.
Jan, who is not a Jan. Actually, a very exciting person.
Actually, a very exciting person.
Not boring whatsoever. Yeah, quite exciting, that Jan.
All right. What do we got?
We've got something similar, but Darth Stridius asks, when you were kids, would you have wanted a glow-in-the-dark handheld / console like the analog? And my answer is 100% yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make it all glow in the dark. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everything.
How does it glow? I don't know, but I just want it.
Would have given me away. It would have because classic Seth move was to hide under the covers when I was supposed to be asleep.
With the little light on top of it.
Yeah, a little worm light. Yeah. I feel like the glow in the dark, like it would look like I had like, nuclear waste in my bed or something like that whenever my mom would come in and see if I was asleep. Not as easy to hide, the glow in the dark.
She'd leave you alone. She'd be like, Seth,
That's
is that nuclear material? And she'd run away and you'd be like, you get another good 20 minutes.
Plutonium? Yeah.
It'd be good. Just scare your mother with it. Mm-hmm.
I think she must have known because there were times where she would come in and just like hang out there in the doorway for a second. I'd pretend to be asleep, and she must have known. I never did get caught, but she must have known.
They always know. Yeah. No, they know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They always know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. People are trying to freak you out in the chat.
Can I ask you guys? This might be a weird question. I'm just gonna kind of keep going down this train. When I think of glow-in-the-dark things, I think of running into the bathroom, shutting the door, and seeing how brightly it can glow. That was the darkest room in the house, is the bathroom. That's the one, like, there's no windows, there's no nothing, small room. So I think about, perfect device than a glow-in-the-dark Game Boy in the bathroom.
I think about the stars, the little stars that you would stick onto the ceiling and stuff.
Oh, nice.
That's what I think of.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was going to be my suggestion for having one of those. Just get those on the ceiling so it like distracts from you playing under the sheets or whatever.
Well, it's fine. I'm not a kid anymore. It's fine now. I don't care if my mom
do what you want
now. Yeah. So I'll do it all day long now. Who cares? But when I was a kid, no. No, I think I'd be wouldn't want to get caught.
Brown. Y'all's bathrooms don't have windows. Not down here. I don't have a window in my bathroom down here.
Mine doesn't over
just
here.
in the basement. Yeah.
No, none of mine do.
Doesn't either. No, mine doesn't either.
I have 3 bathrooms and none of them have it.
Honestly, bathrooms should have windows though. Like every now and then, you might want to, crack that thing open. If you have a shower, let it.
Tornadoes.
It's weird though. It's
tornadoes. Wait a second. You went to tornadoes? Wait a second.
So when we have tornado, when there's a twister, you have to shelter. And so my hallway bathroom is like the safest place in my house. It's central. There's rooms all the way around it, no windows, so there's like no glass, and I won't be like sucked out or some shit. Like
Yeah.
Like Helen Hunt's dad at the beginning
Yeah.
of Twister.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
gotta
gotcha.
get that leather belt ready there, Sean.
Oh my gosh, yes, she doesn't skip a
Yes.
beat. Mhm.
Yes, very good. Well, when I lived in Chicago, there was a window in our bathroom at my granny's house, and it looked out to the alley. And there was one time when somebody's walking through the alley while I was taking a shower, and we locked eyes, and that was weird.
Oh.
For a brief moment, like I looked out the window and I saw this dude walking through the alley, probably a homeless guy, and we just for like a couple seconds looked at each other, and then he just kept walking. Yeah, it was weird, man. It was. I still think about that sometimes. So, and it was kind of like the shower. I think about what he must have seen, because the window was like head, like neck level. So he just saw my head, I saw everything. He just saw the head, so weird.
Damn.
Yeah.
Amanda, where do you go when a tornado hits? Where do you got to go?
We don't get tornadoes, I don't think.
Hmm.
To my knowledge, at least we've had like warnings.
Knock on wood. Holy.
Yeah.
Just jinxing it over there.
Sorry.
Next
I
thing you
know.
know-
Now we're gonna get like one's gonna come in as we're on this stream.
Live.
I'll be like, oh god.
And Amanda
No.
was no
I
more.
start flying in there. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
no. No, I don't know where I would go. Maybe we have like a really scary basement in this apartment where like the washer dryer is, so maybe down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To,
that's where I
oddly
would go.
enough, to your bathroom comment, we have a neighbor who's like on the garden floor, so kind of aligned with the basement, and their bathroom leads out to their big window that goes outside, and sometimes they don't close the blinds.
Oh,
and you
no.
see
No, they
everything.
do that on purpose. Come on.
They think because they're in the garden, no one will see. I'm like, no, you got a full view from the parking lot. It's great. It's great. We love it.
They're
That's
just
not
like,
good.
let them look. Let
You
them
gotta, like,
look.
close your eyes going
Enjoy
into
the show.
You know what? Yeah. Thank you and you're welcome. Let them look.
This is so weird. This is the glow in the dark question, and that's what. Okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's where we ended up.
That tracks.
Somehow.
Mhm.
What a stupid show this
Nintendo
is.
Drive. Yep.
Anyways.
So
Take
dumb.
us.
So ScheiGuy, thank you, ScheiGuy.
Thank you, Shy
asks,
Guy.
Thank
How
you,
is
Shy
everyone
Guy.
doing with prioritizing self-care?
Aw.
Aw. It's a good
Yes,
question.
Aw,
let's flip it.
Thank you, Shy Guy.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, such a caring question.
On a Tuesday, nonetheless.
On a Tuesday.
Mhm.
Yeah. Who wants to take that? Who's prioritizing self-care and how?
I don't exfoliating my skin. I don't,
Ooh.
Oh, good
it's
answer.
Dry, it's dry
Good
out here
answer.
in Texas.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
answer.
Yeah, you look
good
great.
answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
You do have great skin.
You do have
You
great
really-
skin.
You have great
Flawless.
Seriously.
skin. Yeah.
What do you just like grab one of those pumice stones and just like carve away?
Just go to
Is that your
town.
routine? Just
Go to town.
No,
just brings the youth out.
it's one of
Yeah.
those like, what do you call it? Face wash with like the little bit of like peach pit,
The
like
scrubby
granules
stuff?
in it.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
And
yeah,
it's like, oh, it's the best every day. Every day.
yeah. Works. You
And
gotta eat a
lotion.
shower orange.
McBale says only this show goes from glow in the dark shower encounters to self care. What a place.
Listen,
We don't.
What a show. What a show we got here.
Oh my gosh. Yep. And you're all here. So
yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. I went most of my life without even ever using lotion until I met my wife. I didn't use conditioner, lotion, nothing. Like
With
she's
all
like,
that hair, you didn't use
yes.
conditioner.
Nope, sure didn't. I used
You
like a
must have been,
3-in-1.
It's gonna
Oh
say,
Yeah.
no.
so to 10
Yeah.
in one.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yep.
part
was
shampoo,
rough.
part conditioner, part carpet cleaner, dish detergent.
You
It
too,
does it all,
Sean, then?
baby.
No, absolutely not. No, definitely not. I don't use like the fanciest stuff. Like it's pretty basic, but it's at least a
Mhm.
separate shampoo and conditioner. Was that a like I don't believe you?
No, it's I'm proud of you, Sean. Because
Okay,
I was gonna
yeah.
bucket you in with Seth's comment, actually.
Yeah.
No. I mean, like, whatever. If that's what people are doing out there, like that's I'm sure you look and smell fine. It just can't be good for you. That's all.
It's not.
I
It's
just the conditioner thing is what gets me with the long hair, Seth, because like your hair probably felt like straw.
It wasn't that bad. I don't know. I got good genes.
Just natural.
I do. I do
natural
Come on.
conditioner. Just
I do like I do have good genes. I think
part
in that
Italian.
way. I think that's what it is. My teeth are pretty good, all things considered. I have one messed up tooth, but I've never had a cavity. You know, like
same.
I do okay. You know, it's the Italian thing.
What's
That's
the cavity count on this podcast?
the Italians, I don't
how many cavities we got? We got 0 for me, 0 for Seth, 0 for Amanda. Locklith, are you holding down the fort?
I have like 6+ probably.
6+. Oh,
6+.
Every time I go to the dentist, I at least have to get 2 fillings.
Oh wow.
And like
That
I brush
sounds so
my
painful.
teeth, I eat pretty well. Like it's just that's my I get
And that's the
glowy
thing.
skin but shitty teeth.
Yeah.
I could be better about it. I could be better about my teeth. Like, and I still,
Seth.
like I brush my teeth like every night before I go to bed, but I could be better.
do you floss?
No,
With the
I haven't
little flossy
flossed.
things?
Nope.
Gotta get
Oh,
on the
you gotta
flossy
floss.
thing. You gotta
Yeah.
floss with the little flossers.
The little plackers.
Yep.
I use those.
And Ryan says I just got my first cavity earlier this year. Wait till y'all hit 40. I do know that the other shoe will drop eventually, right?
Wait,
like
what happened? 40? What do you mean?
I'll pay. We'll pay for this one day.
Sean's close.
It's like the clock is ticking, man.
Yeah.
Sean's
we'll
gonna
pay
have
for
a
this one
dream
day.
of losing all his teeth now.
Just wake up. Oh man,
yeah.
dentures.
So that can be your self-care thing, is the flossing.
Oh, that was
the
a
flossing
question.
thing.
I
Yeah.
want to get one of those.
I'll reel this back. You're good.
Yes, I want to get one of those water picks. I really want to get one of those.
Oh, I can't stand it. Oh,
So- Oh, really? You don't like it?
too sharp. It's sharp watered, and I don't like. What is that? What is that? No, thank
Sharp
you.
water.
Wait,
It's sharp.
is it because it's cold?
It's so hard. Like the pressure is so intense. It's like no, thank you. I'll
When they
just
do like
use-
the scraping thing,
I can't
with
stand it. Nope,
Are
don't
your
like
teeth
it.
made of marshmallows? What are you
Yes,
talking
they might
about?
be. Yeah, I think so.
It's
In the
like
land of
nails
chocolate.
on a chalkboard. Ugh.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not a good. It's sharp water. Yeah, it's like yes, Jonathan Brown. Thank you. I know what Sean means. Thank you. Yes, it's,
It's
water laced with
laced with
glass. Ryan.
I don't know. I want to try.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
Give it a shot.
I'm gonna
do
give
it.
it a shot.
I'm all here
I'm
for
gonna
it.
give it a shot. Okay.
I'm just gonna floss.
What else do we got here?
I'm good though. I take care of myself. I'm fine.
Oh my
We're good.
gosh. Okay,
Yeah.
last
Great.
miscellaneous question from Quagmire. Giggity says, my daughter and I are getting sucked into Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Have you played a game at first and thought it wasn't for you, but then came back to it later and became all in on it?
Nice.
See what
That's
I
like
did
your
there,
podcast,
Seth?
Seth. That's like your podcast.
Yeah.
You owe
hey,
me
it's a
$20.
thing.
That's
Copyright.
cool.
Copyright all in media.
Damn.
You owe me $20.
I'm
Yeah,
just
he's
re-
just trying
I'm
to
just
give you a
reading
shout
it.
out.
I'm just reading it,
Gotcha.
not me.
It'll cost you, baby. That's
Seth
right.
is keeping it real.
Look, you got to keep these lights on. I do this full time. I got to take it where I can get it, baby.
Those pink
anyways.
lights aren't cheap.
They're not. You got to these grow lights. You think that plant's keeping itself alive back there? Anyways.
Seth's gonna have his water pick and he's gonna like water his plants with
Yeah, I got on
that sharp
flossing
water.
and then
Sharp
yeah.
water. Plant just dies. Cut it in
Plants
half.
with that sharp water.
Oh my gosh.
But have y'all played a game at first that you thought wasn't for you, but then came back to it later and like went all in? That would be $40.
racking up that bill. I don't know. You know what? Actually, Dark Souls was like that for me. Like I didn't like when I first played Dark Souls. I did not like that one bit. And then I now it's like one of my favorite franchises. So I think that would be my answer to that. Yeah, is this a Nintendo podcast? Barely.
Barely.
Starthina.
Barely.
By name only.
We're,
By name
we're getting
only.
there eventually. I think mine would be, even though I haven't finished them quite yet, I thought for a fact I would drop like specifically Hollow Knight sooner than I have. I don't know, because when it gets really difficult, when a game becomes very difficult, like Celeste is just right there on the line. Like it's still there's enough story there that's bringing me back in, and like the music is really great. But like Hollow Knight, I was kind of surprised by not falling off of it already, like completely, because I always still think about it. So I don't know if it's too hard. Like I rage quit, so I'm surprised I haven't just completely done that yet. Amanda, do you have an answer to that?
I think you had mentioned this game before, actually, Locklith. I forget if it's Niho or Nino Kunai.
Oh, Nino
It's
Kuni.
Oh, yeah.
It's the
Mhm.
Studio Ghibli one. When I first started that, I was like, oh, this is kind of like, it was kind of, the story was really confusing, so I kind of walked away from it. And then I actually ended up going back, and I haven't finished it yet, but it's growing on me. But in the beginning, I was like, oh, this is weird. This is not what I expected it to be. And I've come back to it.
We
I'm
love that,
so
Sean.
sorry, man. I'm such an idiot. I was wondering if Seth was gonna see that I was doing
I was
the
noticing.
same thing
Yeah.
as him. I'm being such an ass tonight. Oh my gosh.
You said you're going to be on your best behavior for Amanda, Sean.
Strike.
I said for a couple of moments. And
He's an
I don't
hour
even know if I
in.
did
He's
that.
past it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I noticed.
But
I was
Nino
looking
Kuni-
at Amanda, but I noticed.
That's one that I have yet to play. It's on my list, but that's interesting. Yeah, but I liked it because of the Studio Ghibli style of it all.
Same. That's exactly why I went to
Mhm.
it.
McBeal, this podcast is brain recess.
Basically.
If we could just can we rebrand the whole thing to that?
That's a shirt if I ever saw it, man. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. This
Recess
podcast
for
is
your
brain
brain.
recess. Yes, please. Oh my gosh.
Feeling
good
stressed?
answer.
Come to Brain Recess.
Oh my god.
Oh,
My
you got a
face hurts.
patch.
I'm laughing so hard
Yeah.
tonight, you guys.
I love it.
Oh, what was this question again? Something we thought
God.
wasn't for us? Is that the question we're
Yeah.
answering?
For
yeah.
Sean, it's the last story.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
still the jury is
Still
still
undecided.
My answer, I didn't want to just like regurgitate that. So I will say, and a huge shout out to Persona 4 Golden playable on Switch.
Mm.
But the first, to your point about Sea of Stars earlier, Seth, like, the first few hours, I'm like, what even? I'd never played a game like it. I'd never seen anything like it before. I didn't understand. I'm like, is there a game here? Like at all? You're just talking and then you go over here and then the days move. And like, you go quite some time before like any sort of gameplay even emerges. So I remember talking it might've been like a Facebook group back then. I'm like, what? Like, what is this game? What's happening? And everybody encouraging me, like stick with it. Like you're going to love it and blah, blah, blah. And it turns out I really did. And that was my kind of gateway drug into the weebdom that I find myself into now with the waifus and the husbandos. So shout out to Persona 4 Golden. Mm-hmm. Chie. Shout out to Chie. Best girl.
Get you there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that.
Chie.
Chie.
Mm-hmm.
So are we gathered here for a topic? Is that the next thing on the list?
Can we unpin it and briefly talk about the thing the thumbnail is about?
The thumbnail.
Yeah.
That's how it always is.
At the end of the show.
Look, I just need to say it, okay? If anybody's like maybe not like the thumbnail is there because we have to make a thumbnail for the video. That's really it. Like you can't just put up
if we didn't have to make a thumbnail, there'd be no thumbnail. Guess what?
Brain recess signage.
Yep.
Yes. So it's really just a light guide more than anything.
Skip to minute 72 for the topic.
Somebody asked one time, like, hey, can you put timestamps on the Nintendo Drive? And I'm like, great idea. Can't do it. We talk about a million things.
Impossible.
How would I do that?
Like, let us know. Like, what you guys think? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you put it in the comments, like it'll, go right ahead. You want to do it? Go for it. So, anyways. Do we want to talk about some favorite NES games? So this topic came from Fulia, from Foolish Fuji. Shoutouts to Fulia. He says, so I just bought a very cheap version of a Game Boy with 400 games installed on it.
Yeah.
Most of which look to be NES games and games I've never even heard of. And Fulia posted a picture in the Pictures of Our Games channel in the Discord. What NES game would you say is your favorite and why is it Excite Bike?
Nice.
So
the soundtrack. That's why Excite Bike.
Good one. It's a pretty good one.
It's a good answer.
Good answer. So where do y'all go with this? Your favorite NES game? Do you go like the best ones, or do you go for one that like means something to you? Like where are y'all heading with this?
Locklith immediately. You said you go with the best ones. Locklith immediately shakes her head.
Nope.
Like, absolutely not.
My immediate is always nostalgia and like what did I play a lot or remember or like specific instances of playing it. And so if you don't mind me going first, my favorite would be Duck Hunt.
Good
because a
Good
very
answer.
specific moment was when we would go to like a family friend's house. So they went. It was basically a group of individuals that went to our church. They were all like friends. We would go and have like catfish cookouts, and so one family would house it at their house, and so they had duck hunt, and so we'd eat catfish and hush puppies, and then we'd go to like their like den and play duck hunt, and like those were like. Those were good. Those were key memories. Like I don't remember a lot from childhood, but I remember specifically that one space, the TV, like the gun that you use in the game or whatever you want to call it. Maybe I shouldn't use that phrasing. And play duck hunt. That was like my favorite thing.
I love that. I love that picture that you painted. The basement with the hush puppies and the
shag
catfish.
carpet.
Yes.
Very good. I like that. Evocative. That's a good answer. Catfish and guns, says Rybo.
So southern, right? Catfish and guns. Let's go.
That is a pretty. We're gonna play some duck hunt, eat some catfish.
You're gonna play some duck hunt tonight, aren't you?
Yeah. That is pretty southern.
Yes.
Okay. What are you thinking, Amanda? What's your favorite NES game?
So I was nervous when this topic came up, and Sean was like, "We're talking about NES tonight." I was like, I didn't own one. Okay.
Neither did I.
Okay, great. I think
I had to mooch off my friends.
Exactly. Yeah, it was like mooching off a family. So I think, and somebody brought it up on Twitter that there was a track and field game. I went back today and watched some videos that I could find of that. I was like, wow, that's a game I probably should have played. But I think I did play Duck Hunt, but I think Dig Dug was also on there. And that was the only thing I could remember. I was like, oh yeah, Dig Dug, yeah, sure. And now I have like the emulator thing, so now I have them available to me, like a little Raspberry Pi thing. But yeah, it was like all I had. I was like, I don't know. I guess it was good, maybe. I don't know. Someone will.
Ryan just came in with like a top 10,
a full top 10.
Boom. Wrap it up.
I don't see Duck Hunt in there. I don't see Duck Hunt.
No Duck Hunt. Yeah, list is.
They're all Mega Man games. There's
Castlevania.
To be fair, you basically, in terms of like best NES, it's like Mario 3 and like Mega Man 1 through 5 or whatever. It's like, yeah, there you go. You're pretty much good to go with that. So
there's your Blades of Steel, Sean, that you thought the title screen was awesome.
You took my answer. Blades of Steel is great. I don't know if Blades of Steel holds up though. Like I don't know if that's one that I would want to. Like I would say it, but I won't say Blades of Steel. I'm gonna give a shout out to Dr. Mario. That's a game I wish I was better at. And honestly, like if anybody wanted to like 1v1, you beat me. Like it doesn't even matter what your experience level is with it. But the music is so terribly great, if that makes sense. Like it's not good, but it's so catchy. The fever, like it's so good. But I feel like that's timeless, Dr. Mario. You don't need no like L-shaped pills and Dr. Luigi or anything. Just like keep it classic. Just keep Dr. Mario.
Imagine like those going down your throat. L-shaped.
The L-shaped? Yeah, no, it's
yikes. Yeah,
like
imagine that.
You just see the L.
Oh yeah, just
an L.
Just scraping.
Just take the L.
That sounds awful. Take the L.
Take the L. Yep.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah, Dr. Mario. I mean, there's so many. NES is great. And I think when somebody like Ryan Turford, somebody with a storied history with the NES, like there's a lot to pick out of that game history there. There's the obvious ones, the Marios and things like that. So I wanted to go kind of like medium level. I don't want to go like too deep. You never heard of it. You never played it. Blades of Steel doesn't really hold up. So I think Dr. Mario is kind of like that's my pick for tonight.
I love that. Let me paint a picture for y'all. This is going back. I'll put the canvas in front of me, paint the picture. I've got my palette here. My Uncle Aaron was the way I was introduced to video games and most of life in general, and playing his NES introduced me to a game, because Rybo also asked, in light of Sean's dumping 20 hours of his life into an obscure Wii game, what is the most obscure NES game you've played? You don't even have to have liked it. So I'm going to kind of answer both of these questions with my Yeah, my favorite NES game. It's like, yeah, of course it's Super Mario Brothers 3. Like,
Yeah.
like duh, like of
yes.
course.
Duh.
Duh. How is
So
it
dumb.
not? Like, that's like just one of the best games ever made. Like, how is it? You know.
Yeah.
But like what I would say is up there for me, probably in my top 5, if not top 3, is a game that, as a matter of fact, Ryan's in the chat, so maybe Ryan can let me know when this was, but Ryan and I were talking one time for one reason or another. Maybe it was when we watched the LRG thing. Anyways, and I surprised Ryan with an NES game that actually Ryan didn't know about.
No way.
So this is the definition. If Ryan doesn't know about it, then it is obscure. It's a game called Kickle Cubicle, which
Tickle?
is Kickle, not
Oh.
Tickle. Kickle, Kickle Cubicle.
You gotta
which
be
is
careful with that one.
got to be careful. One of my favorite NES games. It's like a kind of a top-down, like kind of Zelda-like puzzle game. Where you play as this like little boy with headphones on, and the music's like incredible. It's great, and you're walking around like freezing enemies and turning them into ice and pushing them to make platforms, and it's like it looks and sounds incredible for an NES game. It's a little bit late NES game. I think it came out in 90 or 91, and my uncle had it, and I just remember playing it. Yeah, that's it. There it is. Sean's got a long play up of Kickle Cubicle if you're watching the video version, and this game is incredible. It's amazing. Like, for an NES game, the art, the music, the vibes. He plays like this happy little boy walking around, freezing people, turning them into like ice cubes and ice creams, and it's great, man. And
Nice
I was
pick.
always, I love it, and it's always like surprising to me that nobody's heard of it. Like, I didn't know it was obscure until I was like older and started to talk to other people about video games. But like nobody else has played this that I know, and my cousin and I had a tradition where we would go to PAX, and they would always have this in like the console free play room or whatever, and so we would just play through Kickle Cubicle every year at PAX, and yeah, it's a very special game to me. I love this one
It almost reminds
So-
me of Bobby with his little. I know they're like earmuffs.
a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
It's like headphones.
good.
Yeah,
It's
It
so
is
good.
cute.
I just
I like that it said it was in like a garden world. I'm like,
Yeah.
and there's like carrots floating around.
It's
I'm like,
yeah.
what?
And there's
It's
ice.
like all ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that
it's
makes
very good.
sense. But cute.
Yeah. It's great. So I don't often get an opportunity to shout out Kickle Cubicle. So
Star Athena with the correct choice in the chat says, I think Bubble Bobble. We'll go
yeah,
Bubble
Bobble.
Bubble
Yeah.
Bobble. Very confusing as well. With Bust a Move and Bubble Bobble, they flip spaces between North America and Japan. I think I've got that right. Like they're different. They switch places. They're different games. Bust a Move here is like you point the thing and they shoot up and it's like a match 3 kind of thing, and then they all fall down. Bubble
Right.
Bobble, the two little cute little dinosaurs. They shoot their little bubbles, and you gotta collect the enemies and you knock
Aren't
them
they
into
named
oblivion.
like aren't those dinosaurs named like Bib and Bob or
Bib and
something
Bob.
like that?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one song that plays through all 99 levels of Bubble Bobble, just the
You
whole
love to
time.
see it.
Mm-hmm.
You love to
Very
see
good.
it. I need to look up if this was on NES real quick, because another game just came to mind.
I
think
guess we're allowed to come up with more than one answer.
Oh, that's
I've got
that's
a.
fine.
I've got
I
a.
ran out of answers.
I'm
I ran out.
It's
out.
fine. It didn't come out on NES anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. Anyways, I just thought of another little weird game. So
Pat says
Sorry.
no one's showing love for Mario Brothers 2. We're kind of like just not doing the obvious ones I get, but it's like yes, Mario 1,
Mario 2's
Mario
great.
2, Mario 3. Like Dr. Mario is still kind of obvious, but I felt like it was just not one of the Mario Brothers games.
I do like that Fulia shout out Excitebike. Excitebike
Yep.
is really good, and actually we should be getting that Excitebike 64 on NSO like soon, if not already. It might be out now for all I know.
Shout out to Excite Truck on the Wii, since I'm playing the Wii these
Yes.
days. Yes. Yeah.
What a game!
Mhm.
Great game.
Very good. Yep.
Yeah.
Another one that I forgot about. I'm looking at 100, like top 100 NES games. By the way, Micro Machines.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what speaking of the light gun, there's a game called Gumshoe that I have. It's actually on the shelf there. This game Gumshoe, where you use the light gun, you play as this like detective, and you shoot the guy to make him jump. Like, it's a platformer, but you have to shoot the dude, and that's how he jumps. It's a goofy
That's
little...
amazing.
Yeah,
I just saw, I don't remember what video I was watching, but somebody had like kind of really zoomed in on Mario riding Yoshi, and he just, I think it was like the like
punches
Aussie
him.
man. I didn't realize he just absolutely smacks him to make his like tongue go out and to eat stuff. I didn't know that.
Man.
Yeah, just like just beats the living crap out of him. Poor Yoshi.
We don't support that.
And then he just leaves him behind, just like tries to get to the other side of a chasm.
Leaves him in
like,
lava.
See ya. Yeah.
Yeah, see ya. Just a tool. A tool.
Okay, if I may answer Rybo's question of obscure NES game, I've not heard of this game, but just I'll read you the little tidbit of it. Little Samson.
Oh, classic. Yeah, one of the most expensive games ever.
Little Samson arrived at the tail end of the NES era when most gamers had moved on to the newer. What does this say? You play as one of 4 different characters: a mouse, a robot, a dragon, and this is their words, and a boring old human boy.
I would describe myself as a boring old human boy.
Same. I've never heard of this game, but that is the most random assortment of characters to me.
Yeah, this game's like crazy expensive. This game's like $1,000 or something like that.
Really?
It's like famously expensive. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So for whatever reason, I will say, like, shoutouts to the NES. Like, how much variety you could get visually. Look at this. Like, compared to what we...
Wait a second. You were a little mouse, and then you turn into, like, the spinning ninja dude?
You can be a mouse, a robot, a dragon, and a little human boy.
It's like Nobody Saves the World, like on NES.
Yeah, this is a little, like, Wonder Boy, Monster Boy-ish right now. Yeah. This is really
Apparently
cool.
you turn into Aulph?
He does look a little bit like Aulph, yeah.
Rock Band? What is that?
Yeah, Ryan says 3,000 for just the cartridge.
6,000 for a complete? Oh my gosh.
But I mean, like, this is what's so impressive. Like, look at this, like what you were able to achieve on the NES compared to like the original Super Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt or something. You know, wild. So
what is he throwing? Like baseballs? What has he got there?
Bullets. Words
oh,
like
geez,
bullets.
that just you just reminded me. Words are like bullets. Another one, another shout out that I'll make is Star Tropics. I love Star Tropics, and I was talking about Star Tropics with somebody recently. That game is so special. Just the vibes of it. It's like kind of a Zelda-ish kind of thing, but it's on this island. You're attacking people with a yo-yo, uncovering like alien mysteries. It's really great. I loved that one when I was a kid too. So that's another kind of maybe slightly obscure one. That one's on NSO, Star Tropics. So
I like it. Yeah. I don't hate it.
Yeah, I don't think Zoda's Revenge, Star Tropics 2, I don't think is on NSO yet, but the first one I think is. So, yeah,
I wouldn't call it obscure, but Kirby's Adventure, of course, would be another great one. Yeah, I had to do it to him, you know.
That is all. Thank you, everybody, for
that is all.
That is all.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, Bobby. I tried to stop her, but
yeah, tried to stop her. Oh well. Anyways, also I wanted to make sure I wrote this down. Yes. I wanted to make sure we shouted out Star Athena was discovering Mario Picross there in the old Discord. I wanted to make sure.
I've never discovered that.
Yeah,
John's face when the word was come across, it's like registering in his brain, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, I've not played this."
It's Japan only, but like because it's Picross,
that explains it.
Like, you know, it's Picross, so you don't really need to read it. You know, it's just Picross. You know,
I'll take all the help I can get, Seth, with Picross games.
Well, fair enough.
Have Drellesh help you out.
Yeah,
please do, Drellesh.
Nice.
Look at us hitting the topic, talking NES games.
We did it. Anybody else? Did y'all have any like other shout outs, or should we pin it there? Anything else come to mind for the NES?
I'll just take everything Ryan said. Those are all my answers.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Same.
Classic.
Can't believe you did that. Just took all our answers. There's like a Rocket Man game. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, Seth. Like it wasn't. Maybe it was the Rocketeer.
Rocket Knight.
That might have been it. It's a very strange game. It's like there's some games on NES you don't even know what to do. unless maybe you read the instruction booklet. But it's just like they're not immediately obvious. And there's this. I gotta find. You guys keep talking. I'll find out. I'll rudely interrupt you momentarily. I'm sure.
That's okay. I love that. Yeah. Somebody earlier, Adam says Elton John is clearly what you're thinking.
Yes. Rocket Ranger, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe.
Rocket Ranger.
Yeah.
This game is very strange. Like 1 minute you're jumping out of like a blimp, and the next thing you know, you're like in a room with a bunch of bad guys and you're shooting them up. I'm gonna see if I can bring the screen up here. It is very like you don't know what you're supposed to do. Rocket Ranger. Shout out to Rocket Ranger. This was one where a friend down the street had this, and we would just play it. And the game for us was like trying to figure out what to do. And surely it's all explained here in the intro, but that's like words, and we were young.
That's words.
You know, you can't. Something about American Soviet missile attacks, apparently. Chapter
blah,
1.
blah.
Oh, we got an ad here. Come on, YouTube.
ad.
Not an ad. Oh, the whole ad.
No.
Oh, no. We're going to hide that. We absolutely cannot.
Hide
For
that for
Grant's
the next 10
whiskey. Oh, man.
seconds.
That was straight up liquor here on the Nintendo Drive.
Straight whiskey here on the Nintendo.
Cannot have that. Still reading on this game. Eventually, like what is this? You get into like some, you got some fuel and you got a map of the world and you got this arrow. This is a terrible game, actually, but we played
What the
it.
hell is this?
Rocket Ranger. Speaking of the variety
Bribed
set,
local official.
yes, we played this as children. I'm gonna try to scrub to some gameplay eventually. So
Okay.
at one point you're kind of flying around and you're trying to shoot down like this zeppelin of some sort.
Yeah.
And then there's more words. This is such a stupid game. And then there's a lady
Whoa.
and some man with a bow tie. So
Okay.
it's a very strange game, you guys. Then you're dog fighting. It's
Lady got
real
back.
bad. It is real bad. It's real
Wow.
bad. So shout out to Rocket Ranger.
I looked up
I love it.
the 10 weirdest games on the NES,
Ooh,
and there's one
share.
called Totally Rad.
Nice.
And
Okay.
it says, have you ever seen a company that isn't geared towards children or teens suddenly try their hardest to pander to that generation? The end result is usually something incredibly awkward that involves many buzzwords, slang, and colorful language as possible, usually enveloped in bright colors and whatever else seems hip and cool at the time. Totally Rad is the absolute personification of this practice, and it dropped for the NES in the 90s, so you can imagine how totally rad it really is. Our protagonist, who looks like an extra from a Bill and Ted movie, sets out to save his girlfriend and some mysterious wizard. It's
Checked
very
out.
Mega Man-like, but with many more dudes and righteous filling the dialogue.
Hey, where's Allison?
I don't
Right,
know.
perfect. This is a game.
It's a game.
Called people
Wow.
dweebs. Like, what's happening here?
It's something.
It's like
It's
Mega
just
Man
totally
without.
rad.
Yeah, it's like Mega Man without the. He looks like
This
he's gonna do track and field. Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
here?
Yeah, the animation, the run cycle on it's weird. This is like worse Mega Man
Gymnast.
right now. Yeah.
He's ready for the Olympics, but he's got to
Mhm.
save his girlfriend and a wizard.
Wow.
Pink flames at the bottom there.
I do kind of like the pink. You know what was funny? My wife had like this funny brain blast moment the other day where my wife, she's playing Spelunky and she was writing Spelunky 2 specifically, and she was running on the back of like this turkey, and then she just goes, "This is like Joust." My wife doesn't play a lot of games, but she knew Joust
Nice pull.
of all
Yeah,
things.
man.
Every now and then she'll have something like that where she'll just like do a Jimmy Neutron brain blast and pull out Joust, you know? So it was just funny. And she was describing, I'd never played Joust, and she was describing what it was like to me, and she crushed it. Like, I looked at, I'm like, this is exactly what she described. She's like, you're running on the back of these little turkeys, there's lava on the ground, and I'm like, yeah, that's what it is. So, yeah. Shout outs to that.
So many weird games. Like, this one's
Yeah.
called Princess Tomato in the Salad Kingdom.
Yeah, in the Salad Kingdom, yes. Yes.
I don't like that. I don't
It's
like that
kind
title.
of a little bit of an early
close to home.
visual novel. Well, yeah, too close to home.
Close
Yeah.
to home,
As
whatever
a
that
vegan,
means.
it's too close to home. I can't.
Yeah, the Salad Kingdom's right next door. I can't.
It's right there. It's right
You
there.
know.
The Mushroom
good
Kingdom
salad.
was taken, so they had to go to the Salad Kingdom.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah, classic. Anyways.
I love that Ryan knows all of these also.
Of course.
Oh
he
yeah, he's
does.
great.
love
Everybody
this.
needs a Ryan Turford in their life.
Ryan knows
Yeah.
all, which is why I was surprised that Seth, you knew something that they didn't.
I was surprised too. I had no clue. Like that took me aback. I was like, yo, Ryan doesn't know about Kickle Cubicle. All right. So, anyways.
Speaking of weird things, y'all, I'm giving a sneak peek to my video that is coming out tomorrow on my channel.
Oh.
It's an unboxing.
Oh.
It's Squishmallow related. You probably will see some of the ones that I am showing on the video, but one of them was like blind capsules. And so a little sneak peek. My physical is one of the things that I opened. It's a little clown.
Aww.
Oh. Clowns.
Wow,
Not a fan.
Look at it.
Seth and I had
Look at it.
opposite reactions.
Look at it.
Not a fan.
Look at it.
Cute.
Look at its face.
I'm not scared of clowns, but I don't
Look at
like
it.
them.
Look
I
at
don't
it.
like them. You know?
It's so
Not-
cute though. It's
Yeah.
adorbs.
The clown
Wow.
mellow.
Yeah,
Lockless,
It's
we
so
need to
small.
we need a Bobby Squishmallow.
we do.
I saw somebody mention that
do.
earlier today. That would just be dream come true.
Imagine like a little size like this too. Just holding
Yeah.
your hand.
Aw, little Bobby.
Yeah. I've got little Bobby back there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Always.
me too.
Yeah. Got my little Bobby there too. Get yeah, McBill doesn't like it, make a permanent fixture. Not a fan.
Yes,
Not a
a
fan of
clown,
clowns.
a clown
Something wrong with
mellow.
them.
A clown mellow.
know? Okay.
But not game
I like
related,
it.
but I did want to showcase that little tidbit. Plus, we were about to start the stream and that was on the shelf right here. So I grabbed it.
Nice. I like it.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't hate it.
Cool. I don't hate it.
Well, as we
much
wrap-
like the new shirt.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Y'all. I'm going to say it at the end.
Carpoolgaming.com.
New merch. Check it out. It's it took all of my brain power to make that shirt, y'all. All of it. Down to which colors to use. Like, the struggle was real.
It's really nice. I honestly can't wait to get the pink one. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind
I
of,
gotta get
I don't
that
wear
pink one.
pink, but I kind of want to get the pink one. It started off with
Yeah.
the Bobby Spring collection in a pink sweatshirt. Now I want the pink tee. I'm going to
Yeah.
have to get both of them, though, because I say both of them. So,
Honestly, like the merch store is mainly for us.
yeah.
And like if anybody else wants to go to it as well, like you're more than
That's
welcome
cool,
to,
too.
obviously. But like we're really just making stuff for us to buy and
Making
wear.
the stuff we want.
I just want that
Yeah.
on a shirt. And so now you can buy it too.
I will
hate it.
say my parents went and bought a bunch of stuff, and among some of the things they bought coffee mugs, and it was so cool. I was up at their place over the weekend. It was so cool to see like carpool gaming stuff in
Yeah.
not my house. That was so neat. Yeah, very cool.
Neat.
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 That's the next shirt. It says neat.
That's the next one. We could just take stupid phrases from the Nintendo Drive, and we're set on merch for like the next year. We're good.
Yep.
Sean saying,
Anyways.
y'all, I whipped out my Wii this weekend.
I busted out
Gonna
my
have to
Wii.
bust out
Busted out
my
my
Wii. Mm-hmm.
Too much.
Anyways.
Too much. Well, Amanda, I will let you go first since you are our guest. Where can people find you on the interwebs, the internets, all that jazz?
So you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/miles_of_Amanda. And I'm not all over the internet as well. So Instagram, Threads, X, or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, that's where you can find me.
Yeah. And thank you for,
love it.
again, thank you for coming in on the show with us. We're gonna-
Yes.
Yay!
Ooh.
And the post show as well. For those listening, the post show as well.
Oh, get ready.
Yay.
Get ready.
Prepare thy ears for Amanda.
Kilometers of Amanda.
Yes.
That's right. We love having you on, and go check out Amanda's stream. Follow her on Twitch. It's so much fun.
Tomorrow.
Yes, Sea of Stars, hang out. It's chill vibes. Opens up every stream with like a fun little dance. The emotes are on point. You're crushing it. We love it.
Thank you.
Love
Appreciate
it.
it. And I'm not going to give my Switch code. I know you guys do the Switch codes, but I'm going to let
Yeah.
someone guess. If you can guess what
Nice.
my Switch code is and get close enough, I'll let you in.
Oh.
Okay.
Go ahead and guess wherever you need to put that.
That's
The
what we should have been
Discord, the
doing.
comments, and whoever gets close enough, I'll let them in.
I feel
That's
like
what we should have
Sean.
been doing.
I feel like Sean put you up to that because it gave him time to pull his up as you were talking about it. Because
I had it. I've had it here the whole time. I'm good.
I
Yeah,
saw the
no.
eye movement.
What I was
Bad movement.
what I was doing. So since you got me doing something, I was seeing if I can't remember if I've got Amanda on friends list here, and I was wondering if I could out her.
If you
Oh.
guess it, make
Yeah,
a
No.
just dox her.
take a stab
But
at
I
it.
Don't do
would.
that.
I was just seeing if I could. I
Well,
wouldn't
fun
do
fact,
it. Obviously,
I don't
if you
even
wanna
know
put
it,
out there.
so
Nobody does.
I'll go
Nobody-
look.
No one is.
No,
I have like
Yeah.
I have a notion to keep track of that. So I have 3. There's too many. There's too many.
yeah, you got your puzzle. You got your ongoing.
Yeah, what's
do.
the next step of the puzzle? What's yeah?
We'll get there. Slow your roll.
Okay.
We'll
Oh,
get there.
what?
Okay.
Whoa.
All right. Roll
I
slow.
know you're excited
Yeah.
to get the rest of that code, but you're gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
Sean,
Pin it.
Sean, I'll pin mine. Sean, after you.
You can add me on Nintendo's online system platform of friends with the friend code SW687902366588, or on X at Sean Capri. I'm on Discord, Sean Capri. Come on in. We like you around here. And
We like you around here.
We like your
I guess I'm accepting all friend requests at this stage. So come on in. The water's warm, you know?
That's right.
Wait a minute. Is there a reason why I shouldn't be putting it out there? Should I
don't
not be
know.
doing this?
We've already
find
been
out.
doing it, Sean.
It's out there.
We've
Been doing it for like
forever.
weeks. It'll be
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen?
Amanda comes on once and Sean has an existential crisis. on the
She's like,
show.
I don't want to put it out there. I'm like, there's probably a good reason for that, actually.
Wait, we finally had an adult on the show, and
I
they
know.
said it was a bad idea.
Don't put your info out there on the
And
internet,
my
kids.
full mailing address.
Don't
Yeah.
do it. Don't do it.
Mhm.
There's so
So-
many guesses in the chat. I'm here for it.
Oh yeah, there's
Oh,
there's
yeah.
They're so unique.
that's a good
Well.
way of putting it. They're very unique. Y'all will have to go back and read those yourselves. But Seth, where can people find you on the internet?
You know, it does occur to me though, like Switch 2, we gotta ditch the friend codes, man. It's 2023. Well, like, why are we still doing this? We have Nintendo IDs.
There's
Anyways,
too many $2 heroes. There's too many lockliths. Like for real.
how many $2 heroes could there possibly be? You know, we know of at least 3 lockliths.
Yeah, at
But
least.
who knows how
True.
many are out there? Okay, well, I'm SW411280613454 with 0 anonymity online. I'm also $2 hero on Twitter. So yeah, thank you. Hi.
You sounded so like you're just gonna like I guess we're just doing this bit. So
We're just doing it.
here it is.
We're locked in, baby. That's
Like,
it.
can we just go back to that super long URL address thing that we did?
We just ran out of
before?
Steam on that. I do kind of miss it. We just
Kinda miss it.
we did run out of Steam though. 'cause it
Ran
got
out of
to the
devices
point-
to go on.
Well, I mean, like at a certain point, we had exhausted all the possible scenarios of logging into the internet.
Yeah, go onto the internet cafe. You know, go.
We did it all.
Park in your McDonald's parking lot and steal
Airplane
their Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Airplane Wi-Fi.
We did it all.
Mhm.
You know,
We even made like modem sounds, like dial-up
Yeah.
internet. Yep, we did
Wait
that
for
too.
your CD to come in the mail.
a single tear was shed when there was no more to conquer. You
Yep,
know,
install that America Online disc and get
did
your
it.
30,
Again.
30-day free trial.
We're going
Just
through
bring it
all
all
of the
back. It's like a
options
Clips
again.
episode. It's like a Clips episode just right here.
remember
Off
that
the fly
time?
clips.
Anyways,
I was
Go ahead,
actually
Lachlan.
expecting you to like finish your sentences. I was like, yes. What about what time?
no.
So to add to the bit, talking about the next thing and nixing the codes and just doing the users,
Yep.
I'm gonna
Whoa.
hope for Roman numerals so I can
Oh no! Oh no!
Yes,
I'm gonna fail
do
this
it.
one. I'm out.
Yes.
Lockleth
Yes.
Lockleth Lockleth
Come on.
XI.
X But y'all can find me on Twitter or X or whatever. Lockleth TWT on Instagram at Lockleth, which is also Threads, which is also YouTube. And if you slowed your roll enough, I will give you the last 8 digits of Lockleth. Because I only gave you the first 4 last week. So I'm going to give you the second and third set this week with 45375964. And yes, I had to rewatch the end of the episode for 2 weeks now to remember what codes I have previously given so I could give you the other bit. But thank you all for hanging out with us today for today's episode of the Nintendo Drive. Flip that like button if you haven't already and fuel this carpool in the comments below by answering your favorite and strangest NES games, nostalgic or, otherwise. Let us know and join us on Discord where we have all the fun, all the laughs, all the silly gifts, all the things get repeated the next day on the show. But yes, join us.
Bye-bye. I think we lost Seth
everybody.
this week instead
We
of
did.
Lachlan.
Bye,
Yeah.
everybody.
We did.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the new Nintendo Drive. Now, before you drive off, be sure to like the stream and subscribe here on YouTube and follow us at Carpool Gaming on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. If you liked what you saw and want more, be sure to support us on Patreon at patreon.com/Carpool Gaming.
Deep.